Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half.
Up with it, girl. Rock with it, girl. Come it, girl. With a bang bang. Bounce with it, girl. Dance with it, girl. Get with it, girl. With a bang bang.
Come on. Turn the radio on. It's Friday night. And I won't be long. Gotta do my hair. Put my makeup on. It's Friday night. And I won't be long. Till I hit the dance now. Hit the dance now. I got all I need. No, I ain't got cash. But I got you, baby.
Just you,
Baby, I don't need your love. You know, say have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need your love. You know, say have fun tonight. I don't need no money. As long as I can feel the beat. I don't need no money. As long as I can dance.
represent, get out of control.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Saturday and I won't be long. Gotta paint my nails, put my high heels on. It's Saturday and I won't be long till I hit the dance now. Hit the dance now. I got all I need. I ain't got cash, but I got you, baby.
Just you,
Baby, I don't need your love, you know, to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need your love, you know, to have fun tonight. I don't need no money. As long as I can feel the beat. I don't need no money. As long as I can dance.
represent, get out of control. Me and you, girl, you and me. Drop it to the floor and make me see your energy pick up. Me not play no hide and seek. Drop it to the thing you wanna make me feel way, girl. Free. Anytime you whine and catch it, the selector pull it up and put it for repeat, girl. Me not touch a dollar in my pocket, 'cause nothing in this world ain't more than what you worth.
I don't need no money.
You worth more than diamond, more than gold.
As long as I can feel the beat.
Make the beat just take control.
I don't need no
You worth more than diamond, more than gold.
as long as I keep dancing.
Free up yourself, get out of control.
Baby, I don't need your love, you know, to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need your love, you know, to have fun tonight. I don't need no money.
Diamond, more than gold.
As long as I can feel the beat.
Make the beat just take control.
I don't need no money.
Diamond, more than gold.
As long as I can dance.
Free up yourself, get out of control.
It's complete. Touchdown. His ninth touchdown this season.
On the stereo, it beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Make me your radio, and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you, so sing along.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Fighting his way through contact and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. Past the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Touchdown, Raiders. That's caught. Bryan Edwards, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Texans, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Watson off play action. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man. It's QT. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Faking the give. Now Watson. Blitz coming and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Carr's throw taken in by Edwards. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Carr going to get this to Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Carr again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And bulldozing his way through. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
49's the mic, watch 49. Check, 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 check. 694. Mike's 49.
Here's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Carr going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break. Watson being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now a play fake. Carr. He's got Mason complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Second down, Jacobs once more. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Mike 57. Hey, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, he bowls over it. Yet again, just a bruising carry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Raiders. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One more time with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, we're good. 93.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Therese Hall. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Texans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Watson on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Watson looks to throw again. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st down, it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Open man is Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Carr gonna throw here. 20. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Tag it, and this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me...